Hi, welcome to the Light Side Podcast. My name is Charlotte. I'm your host. I want this conversation to be encouraging to anyone feeling hopeless or discouraged about love. And this is not to suggest that being single is a negative thing, but to provide support and a faith boost for those who are seeking a partner or feeling lonely. It's definitely not to suggest that being in your single era isn't one of the best. TBH, I was single for a very long time after my relationship in college ended. I really embraced my single era. I got super focused on my career, and when I moved to New York, I was very determined to be focused on my work, friendships, and really nurturing those. And of course, my family. It wasn't a focus of mine until my late 20s and then early 30s. I began to really crave a partner and a relationship. I was so ready for it. And I felt like I kept attracting the same type of guy, the same type of energy with a different face or in a different person. I was very discouraged. I felt, am I going to be single forever? That really was how I was thinking about it. You might relate to that, but I just wanted to briefly share that experience. I understand how it feels to feel so lonely and unseen and not feeling accepted for being who I am. The fear of being single forever creeping up is not a good feeling. I honestly want to say that it was putting all of those thoughts and worries aside and really being engrossed with my life and who I am and where I am and enjoying everything else in my life to the fullest is what I think helped attract the right person for me. But I will do a separate episode because I think there's a lot of things we can do to attract. But this conversation isn't about how to attract your partner. I'm sure there are tons to read out there on this, and I'd love to share my take on it at some point. If you're interested, let me know. I want this to be an encouragement and maybe a shift in mindset and perception on love and the feelings that you might be having on not finding love. Here it goes. We're just going to kick off with it. What if the love that you think someone else needs to give you or waiting for that right person to come in and love you unconditionally? What if that all exists right here, right now, within you where you are? And it's not something someone else can give you or something that you get. It's something you learn how to experience within you first. And then a person who also will share that love will be able to experience it with you. And you share in your mutual love. This is the big shift in perception that I want to share. You can go from feeling like, I need someone else to show up for me. I need someone else to make me feel loved. I need someone else to validate me. I need someone else to show me that I am lovable, that I am worthy. Ultimately, we may not say those words, but a lot of times the satisfaction that comes with someone choosing you is feeling good enough. The truth of the matter is you're already good enough. And it's about learning to experience love within you right here, right now, and being able to create your life experience from within you first in order to experience it on the outside. And I know it's like that saying love yourself first is so cliche, but it is very true in that by loving yourself, truly learning how to love yourself, you're learning how to love others because in order to truly love yourself, you have to shed the judgment you have for yourself. You have to release the negative beliefs you have formed for yourself. And instead, you learn acceptance. You learn that being imperfect is perfectly fine, that being imperfect is being human. The whole journey of love is to learn how to love yourself so wholly and fully that you can remove your masks and share yourself and your love with another. And if you ever feel this desire of love, like I need someone, is I want to challenge you to ask yourself, what am I giving? What am I giving myself? If I'm expecting this love from outside of me and everything in life is a mirror, will I be waiting for a really long time? I think that is truly it. It's learning that to receive love from the outside is to give love from the inside. So, in order to receive love from the outside, I need to give love from the inside. I want to offer that mindset shift and emphasize how beautiful it is to be in that journey of self love, because this is exactly where you learn and grow and become more of who you are. You actually get to know yourself. I think for me, I had to really learn who I was the last 2 years. Being with another person exposes that to you as well. But unless you're able to fully and completely love who you are and accept who you are, it's hard to share all that you are because you're almost denying it. You're in resistance with yourself. And so the perspective that I'm sharing is that what if it's all with you right here, right now? And it's a matter of learning to tap into it. The sooner you tap into this love that is already within you, you start to experience it with everything you come in contact with, and it becomes this ongoing love story. Taylor Swift comes to mind immediately. It's learning to be so engrossed and enjoy with love, with life right now, learning how to give love so much that you become a magnet for it. Because as within, so without, it's the whole saying, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? And so if your vibe is love, then you're going to attract a person who is equally loving. But if your vibe is self rejection, if you're fixated on asking what's wrong with me instead of let me just be loving and kind to me and love myself wholly. And maybe that is what is going to help you attract the right person versus a critical person that hurts you, that abandons you, that ghosts you, that judges you, because that might be the energy you're giving yourself. If you're not making time for yourself and you're abandoning your needs to please others because you're thinking, I need to please others in order to find a partner that will love me. I need to put on this mask or I need to be this way. How about peeling the layers of the onion so much that you expose who you truly are, that you get to know yourself so well and you love every bit of yourself. You love yourself so much that you don't need anything to be any different. And then the right person walks into your life and is just as willing to love you the same. And I honestly think that's the case. By learning to love yourself, you learn to love others. One of the things in my self love journey that I continue to work on is shedding judgment. Every time I dig into a judgment that I have that is like on autopilot that comes up, I catch myself and dig into it. It all comes back to self judgment. Learning that in order to fully accept someone else, I need to fully accept myself, what is going to align me with the right person, because love isn't anything that I'm entitled to. It's something I can conjure up from within me and I get to experience on an ongoing basis, whether that is being in love with life itself, being in love with the experiences you have, the little things, enjoying the little things, the small things. And by doing so, experiencing love on such a continuous basis that you attract more experiences that are of love and you attract a partner that shares your same energy and your same vision. And of course, having partner adds a lot of elevated joy and fulfillment and excitement into your life. But still, I don't want to diminish the value that my single era had on me, the solo travels I did. I traveled alone to Europe and Asia. It was so expansive and fun. Now, doing the same with a partner has also been wonderful. It's very different sharing your life with someone else. I think that's been one of the biggest adjustments I've had to make this year because I was single for so long and being in a relationship has been foreign to me. The main thing that stands out to me is that it's just a continuation of experiencing love. I'm not expecting my partner to love me in places I don't love myself. I love myself, and he's able to meet me there. Remembering that with everything, life is asking you to also show up and to meet life halfway. And in order for life to give you the love you want, for the universe, God, or creator, is to remember that it's already there, that you're not incomplete, that you are whole, that it already exists, and it's already within you. And the sooner you activate that within you, the sooner you align your energy to the person you're meant to experience and share this life with. If you choose to be single, that's wonderful. There is nothing wrong. I know tons of people who have chosen to stay single for the entirety of their life and they're late into their 50s and 60s. That is great. Everyone chooses a different path when they start this life journey, and everyone has their own soul contracts, mission, and purpose. We're all allowed our individual choices and preferences. This is for you if you are feeling discouraged and you really want to share your life with someone. This is for you if you are feeling stuck in finding a partner and you really want to experience what it feels like to be with someone again, to feel seen, heard, understood, accepted, and loved. I just want to encourage you. The key to aligning with that energy is within you and what you choose to do with your day today. I want to suggest some things you can do for that, in addition to trusting the process, trusting that there's beauty to where you are, that there's a reason you're where you are, and it's prepping you for what you want to be experiencing. I want to encourage you to be patient and to be with here right now and like have faith that you are here where you are right now for a reason. Maybe it's to come to this realization that you don't need to wait for love to come from outside of you. You don't need to wait for someone to come save you or save the day. It is already within you. Maybe there are other things that need to happen first. Maybe it's about finding that balance in your health, finding a balance in your career. Maybe it's about creating space. Maybe there's someone you're still holding on to, and it's about accepting there's a reason why that person isn't actively in your life right now. That maybe God, the universe, is making space for something that is actually more aligned with you. All of what I'm saying in terms of trusting where you are right now requires a lot of faith. I just want to encourage you to look back in your life and think about a time when things didn't work out. Did it really not work out, or did it actually work out for you? And I want to remind you to be where your feet are, being super present, active, and engaged with the moment, with right here, right now, is realizing that all these moments, the way we choose to spend our moments, the activities that we choose to do over and over again that turn into habits, they make up our life. And if we don't acknowledge that, it's an illusion. We're not living our lives to its full potential. That is keeping us from living our lives to its full potential. I want to encourage you to have stickies of affirmations you would say once your partner is in your life, but also affirmations that speak to your self love, to your wholeness, to your fullness as you are. Because again, truly, love is not someone anyone can take away or give you unless you're giving it first, unless you have the ability to experience it within you first. It's something that you experience. And that's the biggest thing I want to have as a takeaway on this conversation in terms of encouragement is recognizing that it is something you experience. It is something you experience. It is something you experience. And so opening your heart, because your heart is only in pain when you're trying to shield it, when you're trying to close it, when you're trying to manipulate situations or people to perceive you a certain way to love you, that's when your heart hurts because it's contrary to the truth. I want to encourage you to pivot from experiencing your life as if others owe you something or that you are not getting what you deserve, that people aren't giving you the love that they should. Because with expectation of entitlement that things need to happen on the outside of you comes disappointment because everything is created from within us first. And accepting that if you get into a place of self pity, frustration, and anger with the world as to why is my luck as such? Why am I not meeting the person? Any sort of self blame, frustration, I want you to stop and ask yourself, how much love am I giving? Truly, how much love are you giving? Are you giving your full heart or are you giving from a place of fear, of loss, of heartbreak? And when we pivot to giving as much love as we can to what's in front of us right now, to the life in front of us, to the people with us, to our parents, our siblings, our family, friends, whoever is close to you, your colleagues, am I giving these people love? And then the world will become a mirror of that. I think when we shift our existence from expecting others to do something for us first into what can I give? What can I do? Our life experience begins to shift. And of course, the more as you love yourself, as you are in this self love journey of loving every bit of you, shedding the judgment you have over yourself, you will establish boundaries and self respect. And you will know when someone is treating you wrong or when you are meeting more than halfway, 50-50. And so if you feel like you're giving 80 and someone's giving 20, you'll be able to tell it's time to remove my energy. It's time to do less. It's time to walk away gracefully with respect for myself, with love for myself. So, this is the reason why self love is the key ingredient because self love teaches you not only how to treat others with love and respect too, but you know how to distinguish when you are being treated unfairly or not the right way. And one other question to ask yourself if you're in a stage of, is love gonna happen for me, remembering that for one, all love is equal. All love is equally as important. And that is like the love you have for your pet, the way you love yourself, the way you love your family, the way you love your colleagues, the way you love life, the little things, all the things that you love and experience, your hobbies. All love is equal. And so learning, okay, I may not have my partner in my life right now, but how much love am I giving to everything else in my life? When you remove love from outside of you as a prerequisite, everything opens up. When we remove the significance of love from outside of us, we allow ourselves to flourish, expand, and grow. In life, we must always embody what we want before what we want comes into fruition. And so, if we are able to embody love within us, then when we embody that love within us, we attract that love in our lives too. And knowing that all you have is right here, right now, the way you truly insert and inject your love, your whole love, being unconditional with right here, right now, being unconditionally loving to yourself allows you to unconditionally love another and allows another to unconditionally love you. It's this whole big circle of love. And so, knowing that all you have is now, little by little, you can improve your level of love, not only for yourself, but for others, then you're able to attract that love. And so, I want you to ask yourself this question: what would I do? What would today look like if I had the love that I wanted in my life? How much of that can I do right now? Is it going to a restaurant? Is it going to a play? What would I do with today if I had that love? Do that for yourself. Go ahead and do it. You have permission. You can do it. I know you can. And a lot of times about giving ourselves permission, giving ourselves the liberty, because our mind tends to keep us in the safety of our comfort zone of what we have or haven't done in the past. And so by asking yourself, if I had the love I wanted, what would I do with today? What does today look like for me? If I was living my dream life, what would today look like? What's holding you back from doing that right here, right now? Break it up into such small little pieces that you can pick up bits that you can do right here, right now. And I want to encourage you to do that, because when you start showing up for yourself and being unconditional with yourself and doing the best you can do, like, okay, am I truly doing the best I can do right now? Then your life starts to pivot. It starts to shift. It starts to expand. And it's so seamless that you may not even notice until one day you wake up and you're like, wait, I'm so happy. It's like your mind off of needing anything to be different. The more you embrace and make right here, right now, the best right here, right now that you can, the more you're able to continuously attract and be in the flow of life and the love that you're meant to experience. Because there is such a thing as divine timing in my mind, and there is such a thing as needing to trust the process while your person is aligning to your life. You can make the best of your life so that your energies match. Your self love is so deep and so profound and so unconditional that it spills over, and you can share that with another. And that person too will be on that same frequency, and you'll come into each other's lives seamlessly. And it's not going to resist you, because energy is magnetic and you will attract each other without a doubt. And so it's trusting, it's believing that, and shifting your perspective to make the most of right here, right now, to love so wholly and fully and completely, because all of the loves that you have had that didn't work out were teaching you, prepping you. And the biggest loves that hurt us the most and that maybe hurt our faith and trust in being able to find a partner to share our life with, they were trying to teach us how to love ourselves even more. And I think the whole journey of life is to experience love. We are love. We are made of love. We're here to love. And even though we experience a lot of fear that gets us off that track, that gets us off that path, love is sharing what we already have. It's already within us. And life is asking us to share all that we are, which is love, with each other. And by doing so, we make all of our life experiences so much more vibrant and peaceful and loving. I just want to close by reminding you that love isn't something someone is going to give you. It's something you already have, and it's so abundant within you. It's a matter of sparking that flame, that candle, that light within you, experiencing it so much. So the light of the candle becomes so bright that you can share it with others. And that candle is love. I got very poetic here. I want to share a quote by Brianna Weiss. She says, our big loves are the loves that emerge after we think we've lost them already. They come after we're ready, after we're already cleared out the damage and debris, only after we've learned what it means to love ourselves. It is in this we realize that love is sharing what we already have, not relying on someone else to give us something to supplement. It is in this that we realize how crucial it was to love the people who could not love us back. They were never meant to. And the rest only depends on how long it takes us to realize this. Whew, I got chills right now. It's profound. She's saying exactly what we just talked about, in that We have to love ourselves, and other people come into our lives that may not love us to teach us how to love ourselves. And by loving ourselves, we're able to love others the same and unconditionally. Until we learn how to fully and wholly and completely love ourselves, we're going to potentially struggle with loving others unconditionally as well without needing them to be any other way. This is the power of self love, being unconditional and releasing judgment and expectation, but leaning into what we already have ourselves because we already have that love within us. It is not relying on someone else to give us the love. We already have the love within us. It's a matter of, am I activating this love within me? Am I igniting this love within me so that I can share it with another? I love you so much. Know that you're always loved, you're always held, you're always guided, you're always protected, you're always whole and worthy as you are. And it's a matter of opening your perception and your mind to seeing all that you are. And that is really enabled by releasing the voices, the judgments that were maybe planted in your mind early in your life. It's coming back to yourself and healing yourself to love yourself so wholly and completely through our self love. I love what Tati said on last week's episode. She said, I believe self love can help heal the world. And it's so true. Let me know your thoughts if you have any questions, if you want me to make a follow up, if you want me to do an episode on how to attract your partner. Let me know. I always love hearing from you. I hope you walk away from this episode remembering how immensely loved you are. Until next time, sending you so much love. Thank you.